Extraordinary friends and fam, check it out. We are almost done with CWL, if you will. We are on to day 5, and day 5 is actually a win. I'm going to do a recap on that one tomorrow, but for today we beat Clutch this, or I'm sorry, for yesterday's war, we actually beat Clutch this. They were a super OP team. I mean, they were putting up just insane numbers. 45 on, that was the freebie war though, but 43, 42, 42, and then they're perfect right now against Bad to the Bone. But Bad to the Bone is perfect also. So these last couple days for just Ordinary are just gonna be crazy. We have Bad to the Bone and Armia. Luckily, Fatal Assassins here beat Armia, and that's great because that got them -10. We're ahead of them, I think 3 or 4 stars anyway. So if that kind of gives us some wiggle room. So like if, and not saying that we will, but if we do end up losing a day, then we will at least have that above them. So they're all done with their attacks for today at 45, and we still have one more, which would put us at 43. So that would put us at, and we're getting the win. So yeah, it's close. It's close, but regardless, we're having a great time in Champs 1 CWL against Clutch this. They had some really good bases too. So that's what I'm hoping that this will help with. If you guys come across these bases, then you can triple them, and hopefully we help you a little bit. So yeah, I hope your guys' CWL is going well. I know that the whole entire Champs 1 league is kind of struggling, just because there's you're putting up 40. I mean, if you don't put up 42 stars a day, it's like a guaranteed loss. It is just, so overpowered. I do like the fact that all of these different teasers and sneak peeks are coming out with the new updates, but I don't know how much it's going to change. And one thing I'm just really frustrated on that I'm not looking forward to is redoing all my supercharged defenses, because I'm fully maxed. That's great, but when I reset the scatter, Teslas, that new defensive structure that comes out, it's like I gotta supercharge all these things again, and I spent all this time already supercharging them. And yeah, anyway, we'll just we'll roll with it just like we do with every other time with just the game. So yeah, adapt and overcome. That's what we like to do. So all of these hitters in just Ordinary are doing extremely well. I think we have only one person that's failed more than once so far this CWL, and they're so OP. I'm so lucky to have such a great team, and they do such a good job. So Ghost, he's doing incredible attacks. I love watching Ghost do his stuff. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, because with this update that's coming along, I think it's going to make attacking a little bit tougher. Not too much, but definitely a little bit tougher. And especially with the Grand Champ or Royal Champ charge, I don't know. I think we might be able to go back to our old Root Rider method. I think that would be a safe bet. I also think that we're going to see a couple new metas coming across. So I don't know. We'll see. But regardless, like I said, a minute ago, we're going to adapt and overcome, roll with the new meta, and, get some triples. Just Ordinary, like I said, we're going for more than an 87 win streak and continue to just get our Champs 1 first placings in our war log. So, and then also Esports. That was kind of a new thing that we're doing in just Ordinary this year's Esports. And we had our first match, was it today actually. I wasn't able to play because I'm kind of on standby for some work stuff, but it was I think they lost, but it was a really good match. They did really well. And so we are very excited to see what's going to come out of just Ordinary this year. I think that we have a lot of talent, and I've preached about this over and over again. So actually, fun story. This base right here in this replay is the same base that got the 12 defenses back in the war against Istanbul. So I told you that I was going to release that, the base, and oddly enough, it actually came in this war. Luckily, GD Skate tripled it, and like I said, it's not like a crazy anti 3-star base. It's just like a really good anti 2-star with good moats around the core there. And yeah, so anyway, this is the base, and a lot of times you don't see it being attacked in this way. You see like doing the Grand Champ charge Root Rider method, but this worked really well. And the best thing that I like about this hit is that he saves the RC, so that way he knows that it's going to take out that Town Hall. With the Town Hall so isolated like that, and like the defenses are just going to roll around the perimeter, like you need to have some sort of safe haven to where you either keep your CC, whether that's a blimp, log launcher, whatever's going to get down there, or you wait to get, that was strange, I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but it gave me like a finger up on the recording. We're learning this whole streaming thing and recording thing. So yeah. But if you guys, so anyway, you need to save some sort of safe haven for the CC, or for the Town Hall, whether that's the CC or the RC or whatever you need to, just to make sure that it is that it's gonna be taken out, because once you get 1-stars in CWL, it's miserable. Oh my god, you feel like you let your team down. You're like, your stats go down, and it's just not pretty. So I will say Kartik is like one of the smartest dudes when it comes to this attack. He does such a great job with his overgrowth placements, and he knows exactly where he needs to place things. That way the spiky ball will go into the core. I mean, look at this. He overgrowth just these outside defenses to make sure the spiky ball went all into the core here. So incredible attacks. I will say he did scare me a little bit on this one too. I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope that he gets the Town Hall, and he does. Luckily there weren't any like builders huts that were on the Town Hall, because that would have made that attack a little bit more challenging. But yeah, and then he saves his RC ability just all the way to the end. He's got the freeze over the mono, and then yeah, it's a great attack. I love watching Kartik attack every time. It's always just like, even if he has a bad entrance, he makes up for it by like his overgrowth placements to make sure that his troops go into the core. His funneling's just on point. He was a pro player for Darkest Muzan back in 2019, 2020. And, I'm so pumped that he's still with us, and we have that, relationship from all the way back in the day, because he's just done a great job. This one's Ace. He joins us about every CWL now. He's one of Kartik's friends, and he actually lives in Korea, I believe, and he does a really great job as well. I will say he YOLOs, so like he'll just go straight into an attack without even looking at the base, and it's like, all right, let me get it real fast, and he does. He's very good. He's one of the top Legend League pushers in the game. He does, I think, 7 accounts in total or something like that. So just a very strong player, just like all of these. And again, super smart with that overgrowth to make sure that all those troops go into the core after the funnel's been completed on the other side with the RC and then the overgrowth. And then he actually, and this is something that he's pretty consistent with, he likes to overgrowth the Town Hall. I always get scared about doing that because I'm scared about 1-stars, but what I've noticed with him is he knows what troops are sitting on the back 40 of that Town Hall. So he makes it work out, which is great. And then Jasper, he's been having a great CWL. I think he's got 3 accounts in every day. We've done 5 days, and he's only failed 1. So he's got a lot. So 15 attacks. He's 14 for 15 right now. Just insane. And, I think a lot of these guys and myself are going to like try to figure out what the new meta is and try and roll with it, just because, our hit rates are obviously very good right now. So should everybody's with this current meta. So yeah, we'll just see what the new changes are going to be, and then hopefully we can continue our streaks and do the best that we can. So I really don't like 3IGCC attacking it. It really, like in this case, right, it's making the funnel kind of mess up. Those drags are now going to go around the outside. Luckily, he had the RC to go around the outside along with that queen to get those drags more into the core there. But now they're just so far behind, they're doing literally nothing. I mean, for the entirety of this raid, they were taking out the enemy CC, and then finally they catch up onto this like back 3 buildings, I don't know. It's just those 3 IG, they're very frustrating to attack, especially like when they're the defensive CC, just because they just take so much time. I mean, each one that's frozen just takes so much time. This base looks like a lot of fun to attack. I would actually really enjoy attacking this base just because there's so much value with the aura of the Grand or the Royal Champ. So you just get a ton of value with everything that gets taken out, and then all the traps get activated into the core here. You activate the enemy CC coming out, and you still have your invisible spells that are going over the core. You take out the spell towers with the poisons. You take out the giant bombs in the core. I mean, it's just you have so look at this charge in there. It's so cool. And then he lets the RC die, and then so he doesn't use a recall in this attack. He's using the rage version, which is great. I mean, they all work. And then one thing that I like about Dova's hits is that he also uses the Dragon Riders, because those strictly target the defenses rather than just whatever building. So I think it's a good little personalization to this type of attack, because it's just something that you could see after the meta switch is using more drag riders, because their air is still so OP'd right now. So it's great. I think that might be a valid attack. All right, we're going to roll into this one. I think this is going to be the last one of the video, guys. Trying to get some stuff knocked out around the house this weekend. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. But yeah, we gotta get some work done and go from there. So last one is going to show Kartik, and again, I think he's only failed one also, but he's got 4 to 5 accounts in, and and we're on day 5, so even more, and only one fail. So I mean, Kartik is literally one of the best. I'm a little biased because I've known him for so long and know how good of a player he is, but given his attack, I think I'm gonna start testing the waters again with this, just because I think that this is going to be a safe attack after this meta shift, because none of the troops that he's using in this attack is really going to get nerfed too much. I mean, the Royal Champs aura, the Sparky Boots kind of is taking a hit, but it's not super critical in this attack. It takes out a lot of these defenses and other structures, and it helps out with like the skeletons, but it'll still do that even with the nerf, just not to that same ability that it's at right now. So I think that might be the safest attack moving forward. It just sucks because you're going into the same old boring attack, like that I've been doing for the last year. But it works, right? So yeah, we're making it. I'll show you a preview of today's war right now. We're currently at 40 stars, 14 hits, so we failed 2 times, and then this clan, which is actually the same clan as the first clan that we warred against, the Lim Simi, it's their second clan. We're beating them, and then we're off into the last 2 days, which are going to be pretty tough against Armia, who luckily lost to Fatal Assassins. I saw a couple of you friends on here of a couple of their members, so tell them thank you for beating them. And then Bad of the Bone, who's only lost against Armia Assassins, and going into the last day, Clutch This is perfecting them with 3 hits above them. So it could be it could be a shootout. We'll see. It's going to come down to luck. Hopefully, we can get a couple lucky defenses. We're changing up our bases. We're doing everything that you could, name, just try to get it going. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you're having a great weekend, and we will see you on the next one.